The opinions expressed in the video you are about to see are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
Today I'm on a brand new boat from Regal. This is the 42 Sport Coupe, and the team at Regal tell me that they built this boat with performance in mind, so I'm going to put it through a full performance evaluation. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve.
With half fuel, full water, and 2 people on board, we had a test weight of just over 21,300 pounds. Since this is an IPS-powered boat, a look at the engine room is in order, and on the Regal 42, it's easily accessed.
Your IPS 400s are twin D4 diesels, supercharged 300 horsepower. For the quick daily engine checks, hatch right in the center of the cockpit deck. Now the 42 Sport Coupe weighs 19,500 pounds, and we've got 4-cylinder diesel installations. That makes me think we're going to get better fuel economy, so we'll have to check that out when we get it on its performance test.
Twin IPS 400 diesels brought us to a top speed of 37.2 miles per hour while burning 30.3 gallons per hour for a range of 310 miles. Pulled back to a more economic 3,000 RPM, and we were traveling at 29.7 miles per hour while burning only 21.2 gallons per hour. Now our range increased to 352 miles with a 10% reserve. More interestingly, though, was the miles per gallon figures. From 2,500 RPM on up, they stayed relatively flat, so if you aren't planning on running the tank dry, there really isn't much cost per mile difference once you're on plane. For acceleration, we were up on plane in 6.5 seconds, cruising through 20 miles per hour in 6.9 seconds, and on through 30 miles per hour in only 13 seconds. Not bad for a 21,000-pound cruiser.
You know, it's really easy to test a boat on a bright sunny day when it's flat calm, but this is real world. 3 to 4 foot rollers, 4 to 5 second fetch. Regal said put it out in it and see what it'll do, so we're going to. In a following sea, the 42 Sport Coupe seems to be handling it quite nicely. It rides naturally bow high by about 5 to 8 degrees, so we're coming into the back of the following seas quite well instead of stuffing the bow. Coming around into a beam sea, and the 42 Sport Coupe's handling it very nicely. I expected us to be rolling back and forth violently, but we're not at all. We're staying very calm, very stable. I wouldn't want to be serving drinks in this, but it's very comfortable. Now when we came around into a head sea, we were definitely doing a lot of pitching. Where I expected that we would be pounding into the next wave, it never happened. We just settled right into the next wave, and it was very comfortable, throwing water well off to the sides. Love the amount of visibility on the 4200 Sport Coupe. Nearly 360 degrees with the exception of the window mullions and the hardtop supports. Regal has gone with a very uncluttered panel, and the way that they've done that is by having 2 multifunction gauges that are connected to the Volvo Penta EVC or electronic vessel control. Just by turning a little thumb knob, you can change the display to whatever you would like to have, giving you all the information that you need. Over on the starboard side, your digital throttle controls mounted on the horizontal. Right behind them, your trim tab controls, which I have found not to be necessary on this boat. Joystick control for your IPS pods, and electrical systems. Moving over to the port side, we've got a very comfortable settee. Great for sitting and enjoying the captain's company, or facing aft and lounging while watching the wake shrinking into the distance. There's a pedestal base for adding a table here, so you can even turn it into a small dining area. Moving back to the starboard side, aft of the helm, we start with a drop-down flat screen TV, stainless steel sink, and to the right of that, a Kenyan electric stove. Now, you might be thinking an electric stove right underneath the TV, but it is a smoke-free stove. Refrigerator, ice maker. There's access to the cockpit deck from both port and starboard, but when you have a lot of people on board and you need more seating, you can put in the filler seats right here, and now you can accommodate everyone. The aft cockpit has wraparound seating, also reversible, to turn into a chaise lounge for the sun pad. And notice that it has 2 positions. By flipping a small toggle, you can restrict how far back the seat goes and make it a little more comfortable. Just underneath this side panel, battery switches and main circuit breakers. And as a parent, I can really appreciate the easy access to life jackets. The swim platform is very roomy with pop-up cleats in the corners that are great for when you want to crisscross your lines. You're not creating a tripping hazard. Boarding ladder right in the center. On the left-hand side, you've got a hose connection for the city water, plus a retractable shower. Over to the starboard side, your shore power connections that are also on retractable reels. Looking at the features of the bow, we start with a remote-controlled guest spotlight. In the center hatch, dual gas assist struts will hold the hatch up. Anchor, Lumar windlass, a cleat for holding the anchor in place. There's even a courtesy light for working the gear at night. Now, as we move back a little bit, we've got double-wide sun lounge, and by lifting up the back, it easily converts into chaise lounge. Grab handles on either side and stainless steel drink holders.
Since the Regal 42 is powered by Volvo Penta IPS pods, it is maneuvered by a joystick, and it's easy enough for anyone to do it. So if you have confidence issues about handling a boat this size in a confined space, no need to worry. The 42 Sport Coupe can be moved in any direction with fingertip ease.
So that's our look at the performance and handling of the Regal 4200 Sport Coupe. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.